Okay, so it's the early afternoon. I wandered out for lunch. Busy street per usual. I haven't figured out where I'm going to eat yet. I'm still figuring that out. There's a weird absence of the street food that I like here because maybe it's a touristy zone. There's a lot more big restaurants. Maybe not big restaurants, but there's a lot more restaurants. It's sort of like an actual sit-down affair. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. I was just kind of hoping for something quick. I'm looking down to the water. I see a 5-star cruise liner or something to that effect. So a big cruise ship. It's pretty cool. It's the first one I've seen so far. I have no idea where it docks, but it's just kind of cool to see. Later today, I'm on my way to, they call it Fantasy. I think I mentioned in the last video, it's like a Thai theme park, and I'm going to go there for dinner as well. It's actually going to be my first attempt to actually like leave this town to go somewhere else to do like one of the touristy things. And in this part of Thailand, you have to deal exclusively with the three-wheeler taxis, as opposed to like the regular taxis that I was dealing with in Bangkok. So I'm going to have to do a little more wheeling and dealing here. I have to negotiate for prices. And this attraction that I'm going to is like an evening and late night thing because of the temperatures involved. Like they want to do it when it starts to get dark. So typically I understand like the later you're trying to travel around with the tuk-tuks, the more you have to pay. So I may have to be bargaining kind of hard by the end of this. So I'm doing my lunch out of order. I actually found an ice cream shop outside that had whiskey flavored ice cream, so I kind of felt like I had to give that a shot. I've been trying my best not to eat Western food while I'm here. Like I want to experience the local stuff. But again, this town is nothing but tourists and it's nothing but restaurants. So I found myself into a restaurant that offers a lot of different foods from different places. And what I ended up with is I'm reading the sign outside. The New Zealand roast lamb served with mint sauce, roast and boiled potatoes, vegetables, and gravy for 350 baht, which is like $12. And I thought that was a good idea because I don't have lamb very often. I've never actually had lamb with like a mint sauce, so this will be a learning experience for me. And, I'll probably still be hungry after that because I'm kind of a hungry guy. So like I'll wander and probably find either more ice cream or some kind of local fare.
Lamb and beer and lamb. So all through this town, you can rent motorcycles and scooters, and there's like a billion of them. And it actually unnerves me like a little bit because there's Westerners that are driving these things. So when I try and cross the street, they'll actually stop for me, which is kind of destroying my preconceptions about the traffic here, because I'm sort of used to waiting for the gap and then just like bolting. But the interesting thing is, all over this town, as a result of this, people are actually just selling bottles of gasoline. With the idea is that you just kind of go wherever you got to go, and you get like that whiskey bottle full of gasoline, fill her up, and you keep going. There's a couple of places that are actually like a gas station, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like a larger version of that bottle that's just turned upside down with a hose out of it.
Okay, so now I'm outside the Fantasy, and it'll be fantastic, I'm sure. So inside is supposed to be like a variety-ish kind of show. There's supposed to be like animals involved, things like that, and there's dinner involved, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so I had the big dinner. The big dinner was like a classic style buffet of a bunch of different curries. The nice thing about Thai curries is they're all different colors, which makes them really easy to remember which ones you like. So I went and watched the show. The show was like this sort of mixture of like some singing, some dancing, and they had a lot of animals in it. So they had, of course, the elephants being sort of the major feature here, as well as one tiger, a couple of cow/buffalo creatures, and some goats, and some chickens, and some homing pigeons. All of which are good. The elephants really steal the show, man. They do this thing when you parade them around. They like they walk in a line and they use their trunk to grab the tail of the one in front of you. It's like they're walking around like they're pals. It's great. So yeah, it's a good time. Very touristy. There's like a billion people that you can't see right now behind me. But I don't know, if you go to Patong and you're bored, Fantasy is sort of worth like maybe like a day or an evening, right?
And here, of course, is my man the elephant. This is one of the younger ones, so he's not really as big as the one I was feeding earlier. Feeding the elephant is totally worth the trip. It's actually a lot of fun. So you get this little bucket of a couple of bananas and some sugar cane, because elephants like sugar cane, I guess. You hold it out, and the elephants know what's up, right? So they got their arms out there, like waiting, and they just snatch it up and they eat it. It's so great. I'm outside of a cocktail lounge called Margaritas, and the live band is playing a song by